Welcome to today's visualizing activity. Visualizing is when we create mental images in our head as we read. We use our background knowledge to help us develop these images, and these images help us better understand what we are reading. Our learning goal for this week, we are learning how to visualize while reading. Our success criteria, we can locate the descriptive language in a text, we can create mental pictures in our mind as we read a text, and we can write down or explain what we see. Let's have a look at our visualizing activity for today. Today we're going to visualize a story setting. Use your prior knowledge to help you draw what you see in your mind. Close your eyes before you draw and visualize. Listen to the text and then begin to draw the setting of this story. So I'm going to start with an example. I'm going to read the text on this page. And while I read, I want you to imagine where this story is taking place. He turned to the stream, which no longer looked blue, but instead had a horrible, muddy-like hue. The water was flowing more slowly that day as the big piles of rubbish were blocking its way. Okay, so I've read the text, and now I need to stop and read it again and think about what's happening in this story setting. So it said he, so I know there's a boy, he turned to the stream. So I need to know what a stream is. A stream is a body of water. So he turned to the stream, which no longer looked blue. So we all know when we look at water, it's like a blue color that we see, but in this stream, it didn't look blue. Instead, it was a horrible, muddy-like hue. So the color that it gave off was like a horrible, muddy kind of color. So I'm going to think, okay, well, mud is brown, horrible, green, moldy water. So in my head, I've got this image of a boy looking not really happy at a body of water, a stream, and the water is a bit browny, greeny. The water was flowing more slowly that day. So, you know, the stream usually flows in a nice pace, but it was going slow. And the reason is because that day there were piles of rubbish blocking its way. So I'm just going to sit and think and close my eyes. So I see a boy looking at a stream. I think he's not going to be very happy looking because the water is browny and murky and muddy and a bit greeny in colour. No blue at all, so it's not a very clean body of water. And the water is flowing slowly because of all the rubbish. Okay, so that's all the information I got from the text. I've closed my eyes, I've thought about what I can see, and now I'm going to draw what I can see. This is a drawing of what I visualized. As you can see, I have my boy here looking at the stream, and I don't think he would be happy, so I've drawn a sad expression on his face. This is my body of water. This is my stream flowing. Here's the outline. And as you can see, it's a browny, greeny type of color because it's not blue at all. And amongst it, I have lots of piles of rubbish that's blocking the water from flowing beautifully as water should with nothing in it. So that is what I visualized, and I've drawn it down. You don't have to be an artist to visualize. You could have drawn, well, I could have drawn a stick figure boy. That would have been fine. I haven't put too much detail in my drawing. It's up to you on how much you want to, how far you want to go, how much detail you want to put in. So if you love drawing and this is one of your talents and you want to put all your talent into this drawing, of course you can. If you're a person who doesn't enjoy drawing that much, but can draw very simple figures, then do that. All it needs to do is represent what you are seeing. Now that you've seen my example, it's your turn. You can choose option 1, 2 or 3. Continue to watch the video to see all the options. Use a piece of paper to visualize and draw the story setting. Remember to close your eyes and visualize the setting before you draw. Upload a photo to your weekly Google Doc in your Google Classroom. You can do as many of these as you like. Everyone must submit one visualization. You might like to choose option 1. I'm going to go through all the options and read the story settings to you, and you can choose which one you'd like to visualize and draw. So option 1. Hattie the hedgehog snuggled into her cozy bed just in time for the big sleep. All around her, snow was beginning to fall. Winter had begun. So that's option 1, if you would like to draw that visualization. Let's look at option 2. This is option 2. It was springtime in the garden. Carly the caterpillar sat on her big green leaf looking at the bright flowers. Just then, a ladybird flew over and landed beside her. So option 2, you might like to draw this story setting. We have one more option. Option 3, all is quiet, all is calm. It's wake-up time on Scottsmill Farm. But no one here has made a peep as the lazy hen is still asleep. Now that you've heard all the 3 options, you can choose which option you are going to visualize and draw. If you'd like to submit more than one, you are most welcome, but you do not have to. So you need to go back to the video and find option 1, 2 or 3 and pause it and listen to me read it to you again or read it yourself.